welcome to another episode of Lucklight Plays. We are continuing our run-through of Faxanadu as part of the 8-Bit Obscurity series. Now, I have a bit of explaining to do. Where we last left off, I was killed by a Wyvern, and I was on my way to unlock the third fountain. Here's what happened. I did do that. And I got all the way to the next town, and my video software corrupted, so therefore I'm reshooting this video. There are things that I've already done that I can't get back without having to seriously lose a lot of progress. So what I'm going to do is just explain what happened. It's not too important that you are missing out. So, without further ado, I went into that small area. I ran past the wyvern with the ointment. I talked to an old man. The old man said, "This fountain is fine, I'll turn it on." Gave me a ring. Yeah, that's all he said. I don't know why he waited for me to come to open it. He could have just done it himself, but it's the nature of Nintendo games. And he says to go here. And he gave me a ruby ring, which is that second ring there. I did that. I moved the rock that was blocking this fountain, and this fountain is on, and it leads to the next area. That is what you missed in the last episode that got corrupted. So let's continue. And again, I apologize for that. Things happen, I guess. Now this area, the story behind this area is we're at pretty much the middle part of the world tree now, and this is the part that was hit by the meteorite. So this mist / smoke is from the parts of the tree that is still burning. Luckily you don't see any of that burning. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much it. The dwarves in this area are worshipping the pieces of the meteorite, and that's what's mutating. Excuse me, that's what's mutating them apparently. So, essentially, what this episode was and will be again is an exploration episode. Just looking around, see what's around here. This is the part of the game where things get far less linear. And there are areas that essentially lead up to nothing. I fell, of course. But they kind of promote a sense of exploration and a sense of open world to a point. I mean, obviously, it's not open world as what we would consider open world today, but it was something. So I'll just show you what's up here, and then I'll move on to the next town. Now, the other thing that I've already done as far as losing footage is concerned is I did buy some gear. So I already have it when I quote-unquote shouldn't. And I'll show you what it is. It's the large shield and the thunder spell. That's it. That's all you missed. Now, and the other thing about this area is it seems to conceal pitfalls well. Did you see the pitfall in front of where I'm standing? Guaranteed I didn't at first. Anyway, this tower here leads to nothing. I just wanted to show you it was here. Also, as I mentioned in the first episode, I have added a patch to this game that improves the palettes and the graphics, and adds what was censored out of the American version back in. In the original version of this game, this area is very blue. Now it's in a gold color. I'm not sure why. It doesn't really... You don't lose the effect. So I'll take it. So all we did was get hurt. We didn't use any magic, so I'm just gonna buy this cheap bread and heal up a little bit. Thank you, Mr. Clean. And here's where I would be buying the shield and the magic if I have not already. Here, let me talk to everyone for you. Tower of Forepaw is still far away. Prepare well. Forepaw. It's a large and beautiful shield. Does she mean my shield? Anyway, he was kind of explaining the story in the last town, how all the fountains got poisoned, dipping that meteorite in the water. Some areas might still be burning, yep. You'll find the tower above a guru, which you might have noticed there is no guru in this town. Okay. So. What that lady would have said, the one who said I had a beautiful shield, what she really says is there are hidden shops everywhere, and to look up while you walk. And this is where they meant right here. Because I had already gone to it, unfortunately, that line of dialogue was changed. So, this is the shop she was supposed to be talking about. Seems like the same guy. Because it is. So, we have the death spell again, and hourglass. The hourglass will be useful, much useful in the endgame. I don't need it right now, so I will not use my money. I would rather save it for the next town, and a piece of armor is coming, so I'm going to equip that key just so I can buy another potion. Here also there's a discount on potions, so at this stage of the game this is the best place to buy them. Alright. So, moving right along. So we have these short little creatures, I think are the only things that are close to dwarves. Not by much, I mean they're not Tolkien dwarves, they don't have the beards obviously, but they're the only things that kind of look normal enough to be dwarfs, not dwarves, I guess. So they're chanting their mantras, because you weren't allowed to say they were praying to it back in Nintendo era. So, back in the day, when I was a child and I played this game, this area was very creepy to me. It creeped me out a lot. The music, the atmosphere of the mist, and most of the monsters here are very mutated. I mean, these eyeballs would always kind of weird me out. And this place also kind of is taxing on your hit points a whole lot. You may have noticed that we're not running into many enemies that drop bread, which is good on my gold, but bad on my health. And the other thing is, you have this area here, which, back in the first episode, luckily these guys only stop in front of you. They want you to move forward, so they hit you. You may have noticed in the first episode I said that you cannot equip nor swing your weapons in this area, in these little rooms. This is why. Because later in the game, they put monsters in them, and you cannot attack them. You can use your magic. I'm going to save my magic, so... I mean, there's no real reason. He's just going to drop money like every other guy. But... I guess they're trap rooms, but to a point. So here's our guru. He's going to give me a title. Hero. Unfortunately, when you walk out of the room, that monster will hit you, and will hit you no matter what. So, like I said, this area loves to be taxing on you. It loves to kind of cheap you out of hit points as much as it can. You just gotta deal with it. You gotta push on through and stock up on potions. So here's that tower they're talking about, the Tower of Suffer. And that was a food guy, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk it down and up. And we're going to regenerate, because otherwise we're going to be in a tough position. This is not the easiest of places to be. Alright, and I already have a queen key equipped, so let's go right in. Now, if you are wondering if I know the layout of this place, nope, absolutely not. I do not remember this place at all. Yeah, those monsters are not fun. They just run at you. That was my thunder spell. Those guys. Those guys you see a lot, and they're very annoying. I'm just going to avoid it. The only way to attack it is to jump and attack. Which, I mean, I guess it's easy, it's just they take a while, and you gotta deal with it. Looks like I have no choice. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to stand over here, wait for him to slowly lumber his butt over here, and then run, so he doesn't, I don't have to stand on his legs to get up. I mean, luckily he doesn't shoot any projectiles. I think if that was the case, then I'd be screwed. Like I said, it's not too hard. It's just you see a lot of them, and they're very annoying. Climb up here because I feel like I'm gonna get stuck either way. And then they jump, and then those little guys like to push you over. They do hit hard if you touch them, so. Obviously, let's not. And if you're wondering if I know where to go, nope. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Don't know how I stopped at that point, but... Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. I did not want to fight this guy. 4. And I died. This is not a... Like I said, it's not an easy place, so... I'm going to try to get back up to this part in the next episode. And this time, hopefully the video doesn't crash. So, my name is Lucklight. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.